Welcome back to SmackDown Live, and we're kicking off this show with some women's division action, and we've got former champion Mickie James. She held that championship through Royal Quest all the way up to WrestleMania, and unfortunately lost it to Nia Jax, and she's going to be using her rematch clause against Nia Jax at the upcoming pay-per-view. And her opponent, Liv Morgan, making her debut on SmackDown Live. And we are hot off the heels of that awful Raw main event. I think I turned my Xbox off yesterday after that. I'll be honest. Things might change in regards of Universe Mode after Money in the Bank. We're going to wait and see what happens. But if anything does change, I will obviously let you guys know. One thing is for sure, and that is after Money in the Bank, content for this will probably end up picking up. I'm going to be recording and editing a lot more of it. Money in the Bank is kind of like my pit stop, and I'm going to be like, well, there we go, we got there, now let's go even further. I'll be honest, I might as well just come out and say it now, I filed for a refund. I filed for a refund on 2K20, and if I get it, I'm just going to continue the Universe Mode on 2K19. So, there's a little bit of like pre-warning. If it does happen, I'll put a video out about it, but I know that it'll probably get spoken about when me and Aiden record Money in the Bank, so I might as well just say it out right now. But yeah, last night at like 4:30 in the morning, I filed for a refund, and they said that they'd get back to me in 2 days' time, which should be by Monday, where we will have already recorded the Money in the Bank pay-per-view, and yeah, we'll see what happens. I'm kind of hoping that I do get a refund, because I would like to continue Universe Mode and have fun with it, and actually like see the shit that I book play out, rather than it get all messed up. But later on tonight, talk about messed up. The fucking match last week got messed up, but we're going to have Nia Jax versus Charlotte in the main event. And we've also got the final Money in the Bank qualifier for SmackDown. We've got 2 more women's Money in the Bank qualifiers for the ladder match. Oh god, and Liv Morgan springing to her feet, looking to make a name for herself as she takes on the women's champion of SmackDown. Liv Morgan now on the apron of the ring. Holy shit, and a famouser sort of morphed into a hot shot there. Liv Morgan's throat across that top rope. Famouser from Mickie James. Brilliant manoeuvre. And now rolling Morgan back into the ring. No word just yet on whether or not Chris Jericho will be appearing on NXT. He was meant to appear last week, but decided not to show up. Of course, it's getting closer to the time where if he doesn't defend, it's going to have to be vacated off of him. He's been partying with Fozzy, and I think he was planning on going on tour, but obviously he can't take the NXT Championship with him. Mickie James looking pretty confident despite her loss at WrestleMania a few weeks ago. Oh my god, and Liv Morgan with a reversal. Mickie James's confidence might have betrayed her a little bit there. So confident that she was blinded to the skill of Liv Morgan. The skill of Liv Morgan. And Liv Morgan now, Irish whip into the corner to Mickie James. What in the world does Liv Morgan have planned? Oh my god, okay. Springboard into the Enziguri, a thunderous Enziguri, and Mickie James has been laid out. Oh my god, Liv Morgan's just pinned the former women's champion. Moving swiftly on after that shocker of an opener, we've got some tag team action. I'm going to have to be a little bit careful because this entrance hates me. Oh. Well, it usually hates me, but it looks like I'm going to be okay this time. The majority of the time I get copyright striked whenever the Tron shows up, but we've got no Tron. But the Bar are here. The Bar. Sheamus was out with an injury, hence the push of Cesaro last season. Cesaro now a former world champion. Granted the shortest reigning world champion, but a world champion nonetheless, successful at Elimination Chamber. The Bar are back on SmackDown. And also making their debut on the blue brand this season, Montez Ford, Angelo Dawkins, the Street Profits, make their debut here tonight in a #1 contenders match. Winning. They've not won yet. Winners of this match, though, will go on to face the Undisputed Era in a 2-on-2 match for the championship. Not at Money in the Bank, at some point after. Here we go, Sheamus and Cesaro. Oh my god, and straight off the bat, Sheamus looked like he was hiding behind the referee. And Montez Ford, holy shit! I think that was from the top turnbuckle. I'm not quite sure. But the referee getting hit in the collision almost immediately as soon as the match started. As soon as that bell rang, he just got sandwiched and again being taken down. There's a leaping elbow though from Montez Ford. Street Profits not been very successful so far in Universe Mode, failing to pick up many, if any, wins last season when they debuted. They were booked right from the very beginning of the Universe Mode, but just really struggled. In fact, they started off strong, originally feuding with TM61. Oh my god, and there's a snake eyes off that top turnbuckle from Sheamus to Ford. Sheamus, former world champion outside of Universe Mode. And now Montez Ford Irish whipping Sheamus across the ring. The Great White in the corner of the Street Profits. And now back over. And Cesaro makes the tag. I think Montez was waiting for Cesaro to tag himself in. There's a Bulldog. Sheamus still in the ring though, charging Ford. And Ford does the smart thing and tags in Angelo Dawkins. All four men in the ring briefly. And now it's Dawkins and Cesaro battling it out. Cesaro misses the big boot. I don't know what Dawkins was going for. Oh my god. There's a gutbuster. What a little sequence there from Cesaro and Dawkins. Last week we saw current SmackDown Tag Team Champions, the Undisputed Era, dispatch of Lucha House Party in a belter of a match. There's a Recola bomb laying out Dawkins as Cesaro gets the upper hand here. Now Irish whip into the corner. Tag made to the Great White. Sheamus. As soon as he smells blood, you're a bit buggered. And now a big swing into a drop kick there from Sheamus. Oh my god, I don't know what Dawkins is trying to do. I think he might have been trying an overhead belly to belly maybe. Didn't go too well for him. Sheamus with a choke bomb. And Dawkins with her shoulders up very quickly there. Almost using the momentum of smashing into the mat to his advantage. And Sheamus preventing Dawkins from making the tag with a bullplex there. Would be massive for the Street Profits to get a win over the Bar. Angelo Dawkins getting all fired up there as Sheamus stands on the apron, and now a suplex from the apron into the ring. Sheamus laid out by Dawkins. Irish whip into the corner. Dawkins to Sheamus, and now tag made to Montez Ford. There's a power slam, springboard by Montez. Drop kick into the big splash, and the Street Profits are on fire here tonight against the Bar, a tag team match that we've never actually seen before. Now, I can't even remember what this is called. I've already forgotten, but it doesn't fucking matter because Sheamus tossing Ford out of the submission hold, Irish whip, and Ford using some technical prowess against Sheamus. Sheamus's trunks are a little bit different, I guess. Oh god, and there's a lariat by Ford, and tag made to Dawkins. Sheamus trying to make the tag. There's the hot tag to Cesaro. I don't think... What is going on? The referee saying that the hot tag didn't count. Cesaro apparently didn't have the tag rope. Oh my god, and Dawkins taking advantage of it, or at least he was. Sheamus with an inverted suplex. Reversal there to Dawkins. And now lifting Dawkins up over his head, fireman's carry position. Oh my god. Middle of the ring, white noise. Laying out Dawkins. Holy shit. Kick to the midsection now. Pummeling Angelo Dawkins. Attention turned to Ford. Dawkins is now alone. Ford being bounced off the side of the ring there. There's a brogue! Sheamus is back on form despite the injury. 2. Well, they did win, but again the game is frozen. The Bar will face Undisputed Era. Back to the women now, after that little glitchy finish there. Selena Vega making her in-ring debut for SmackDown Live, and we've got a Money in the Bank qualifying match. Selena Vega, and she's got a manager! Managers work! They fix something! Oh, it's the most useless thing that they've fixed. Oh my god. I can't speak. And her opponent, as you can see, Little Miss Bliss, gives Selena Vegas a kiss. I'm sure that there are plenty of fan accounts on Instagram that post close-ups of Alexa Bliss's arsehole that would love to see her kiss Selena Vega. But not on this channel! Only clean products on this channel! No kissing bumholes. Alexa Bliss, former member of Bliss and Cross. I don't know if she's still aligned with Nikki Cross. We've not seen Nikki Cross since last season. We have to wait and see what happens. But for now, a qualifying match for Money in the Bank. Here we go, Vega and Bliss, and a kick to the midsection from Vega straight off the bat. And look at her pummeling away on Alexa Bliss. We know that last season something came over Alexa. Not quite sure what it was, but she teamed with Nikki Cross, and they sort of formed this dark duo. Unfortunately, oh pardon me, I've tried to burp. Unfortunately, not very lucky when it came to winning the matches, and a disrespectful, for fucking hell I can't speak. A slap, she slapped her, and then raked the eyes. Look at her, look at the fucking disrespect. I'm producing so much saliva right now. Fucking hell, it was talking about Alexa Bliss's arsehole and talking about Instagram accounts and stuff. It's got me fucking salivating. Oh, fucking hell. Irish whip now from Vega. There's a back suplex. Again, we're going to have the women in the main event as well, in what's going to be a cracker of a match. And talk about a cracker. Jesus Christ. She's just... Oh, Alexa Bliss now in control of this match, and you can see Alexa Bliss's moveset is fueled just by disrespect. As she stomps on the face of Vega, you can see Almas over there in the upper left-hand corner of the screen. He has qualified for the men's match. He defeated Ricochet. I believe it was last week. Was it last week? I think it was last week. Might have been week before. Can't remember. Don't care. It's fine. It was. I don't know when it was. It was last week. It was last week. He defended the US belt on the... Well, he didn't do a very good job of defending the US belt, but he put the belt on the line in the first one. Of course it weren't that one. Yeah. Way! Another leg drop. We do love a good leg drop here on SmackDown. It is wonderful. We've got no news on Matt Riddle at the moment. After last week's fiendish attack from Bray Wyatt. And this fucking abdominal stretch. That's what it's called. It's a fucking... I wasn't saying an artesian stretch. I don't know what's going on. I'm losing my mind. This game's fucking made me lose it. Vega on top of things here. Can she put Alexa Bliss away? Kick to the knee. Run against the ropes. Rana head driver. Holy shit. And Vega, I don't know how she's done that, but Oh my god. And she's pinned Alexa Bliss. Selena Vega is going to enter the ladder match. So we're almost at the main event. And we've got Mojo Rawley getting an opportunity to show off his talent. Mojo Rawley, once highly respected in Universe Mode, at least right at the very birth of Universe Mode, he challenged for the Universal Championship. He's had somewhat of a fall from grace since then. Has he got his old motion on? I don't know. I don't know anymore. I think he has. He's not pounded on the floor like he usually does, but it's fine. It doesn't matter. Who cares? Oh, I quite like it. You know what? I quite like it. Oh dear. And it looks like the Fiend is here again after his message sent to Matt Riddle last week. Nobody is safe. He took down the champion with ease, even after being attacked. There he is, the Fiend, Bray Wyatt. The Fiend is out here tonight with Mojo Rawley. And a big old body splash straight off the bat there. Taking down Mojo. Mojo selling it like he's just been shot with a bloody double barrel. And fighting back. We could see an impressive showing for Mojo Rawley if he can get some offense in against the Fiend. Again, last week, the Fiend came out to confront Matt Riddle on behalf of Paul Heyman. And Matt Riddle sort of wrapped himself around the Fiend, trying to knock the Fiend out. Oh my god, and Rawley using strength against the Feed. Strength against the Fiend. Fiend and speed. Speed and strength. There's an STO. And after Riddle wrapped himself around the Fiend managing to get free. And then choked out the champion with a mandible claw. Multiple times. There's a swinging gutbuster. Rawley being laid out there on the floor. These two men on the outside of the ring now. There's a back suplex to Rawley on the mat. By the Fiend. We're seeing the Fiend for the first time in full action here against Mojo. We'll have to wait and see what the Fiend decides to go for. Mojo taking a chance and slamming the Fiend into the... oh my god, into the table. And then there's a front slam. And now the Fiend launching Rawley into the side of the apron. Not looking good at the moment for these two men on the outside of the ring. And Rawley bounding into the barricade there. What is the Fiend going for? There's a float over into the DDT. Referee took a little bit of a tumble there. The Fiend rolling out. Rawley trying to recover on the apron. Oh my god, and he lands against the LED. And Rawley laid out. What is the Fiend doing? Oh no. We've seen Wyatt do this in the past. The crab walk. Extending the body and bending it in ways that make humans feel a little bit uncomfortable. Is Rawley ever going to get up? There we go. Oh my god. There's a Sister Abigail to Mojo. Holy shit. Mojo Rawley being laid out. There's a stomp to the midsection. Kick to the back and the Fiend wearing down Mojo Rawley. Mojo a much bigger man, but there's a Uranagi. Holy shit. Brutality from the Fiend. Digging the claw into the shoulder of Rawley. Trying to wear down Mojo. The Fiend has been on a furious roll in this match, and now Rawley reversing it, and there's a cross body. Managing to shift his weight on top of the Fiend, but the Fiend straight back up and Rawley climbing out of the ring. It's not looking good. Is he going to get back in? That's the real question. And he's deciding to. Oh my god, straight into the clutch. The claw onto the face of Rawley. 1, 2. And the Fiend dispatches of Mojo. Main event time after that. End for Mojo. Charlotte Flair could get the opportunity to go to Money in the Bank if she wins this match against Nia Jax. She will go to the pay-per-view and create a triple threat for the Women's Championship of SmackDown Live. And here comes the Women's Champion. The belt is going to be on the line against Mickie James, who unfortunately lost earlier on tonight. That shocking loss to Liv Morgan. After that enziguri off the top rope. Nia Jax looking to make sure that that match remains a singles match. She's already dispatched of Beth Phoenix on the first episode of SmackDown this season. Here we go, Charlotte Flair, Nia Jax battling it out, and straight off the bat, there's a spine buster from Nia. Again, Nia, who's desperate to keep this match a singles at the pay-per-view. Of course, she could also get cashed in. Back elbow doesn't take down the immovable object. What's she called? The irresistible force. The immovable object. I can't call her that. Fucking hell. But Nia now stomping on Charlotte Flair in that corner. Charlotte fighting back though. We've seen Charlotte over the past couple of seasons pick up multiple championship wins. She's become quite the villain. Feuding with the likes of Asuka for Queen of the Ring. Feuding with Toni Storm over on Raw. Feuding originally with Ember Moon over on Raw. And then appearing at WrestleMania last year in a triple threat match. And then, well, I say last year, 2 years ago now. This year she wasn't on the card. She interrupted Mickie James and Nia Jax's match. And now she's pummeling away at Nia. Back elbow strike, and Nia just shrugs it off. We've not seen Nia be this dominant in quite some time. But over the past couple of weeks, she has been on a rampage. And now running the ropes, there's a leg guillotine. Choking Charlotte over that second rope. Charlotte though fighting back the best she can. Going for the clothesline, but Nia dodging it. There's a spinning back fist. Oh my god, and a handspring. Handspring recovery by Flair. Float over DDT. And Flair now going to the top rope. This match has been like bullets out of a barrel. Elbow drop to the spine of Jax. There's a forearm strike by Charlotte Flair. Springing to the top rope. What is she looking for? Diving knee drop attempt, but Nia shifted out of the way. Nia looking to capitalise on it now. Sidewalk backbreaker, then stretching out the body of Charlotte over the knee. Targeting the back of Flair. Trying to keep Flair grounded. Flair being forced to crawl into the corner there. It could be the only singles match on the card. The Money in the Bank pay-per-view's actually stacking up to be pretty good. There's a bonsai drop from Nia Jax. Using her weight to her advantage there, just dropping everything down on top of Charlotte. Trying to wind her and keep her grounded the best she can. Charlotte though, fighting back. There's the wrist breaker. Oh my god, and she looked like she was going for a back elbow, but Nia with a kick to the midsection. Flair though with a reversal. Sunset flip. 1, 2. Nia reversing it. Oh my god, and Nia almost stealing it there. And again, a second time from the opposite corner. The bonsai drop from Jax. Down onto the carcass of Charlotte Flair. And again, there's a senton. Nia Jax being incredibly dominant. Went for some kind of snapmare, but it didn't hit. There's the back elbow. Charlotte Flair getting what she wanted there. Diving moonsault, picture perfect. Going for the pin. 1, 2, and kick out at 2. Nia Jax staying in this thing. I don't know what Charlotte's going to have to do to put Jax away, but forearm strikes are probably a good start. Or at least it would have been. Oh my god. A roar from Nia after a thunderous hammer throw into the corner. What is Jax doing? Oh my god, and throwing Charlotte out of the ring. I guess trying to get herself a little bit of a breather from the offense of Flair. Flair rolled into the ring. Handspring. Oh my god, and a sloppy lariat takes down Nia barely there. Holy shit, Nia reversing the momentum, Irish whip. Back elbow strike from Flair though. These two women tangling, but Nia with a natural strength advantage. And now, hammer throw back out of the ring. Charlotte Flair with a hot shot. And now, to the top turnbuckle. Flair could be looking for another moonsault. There it is. She got what she wanted. Will she get it again by going to the pay-per-view? Nia Jax with the Irish whip. But Charlotte trying to use her speed against Jax. Kick to the midsection of Nia. Looking for a natural selection. Center of the ring there. Flair looking to show off a little bit, thinking that she's got the job done. Nia Jax isn't moving, so I don't really blame her. And now, going for the figure 4. There it is, cinched in. Will she bridge it? It looks like she will. There it is, figure 8 on Nia Jax, main event of SmackDown. Holy shit. And Nia taps out. Charlotte goes to Money in the Bank. A brilliant win there for the Queen. The question is, was Nia Jax tapping out quickly to save herself from any sort of serious injury? We'll have to see how she performs at the pay-per-view, but that is it, folks. I will see you over on NXT.